Hello, I'm Dr. Jester, and welcome to the jungle. So, as I was searching for some mods for Expedition 33, I came up with this article here from The Gamer. Let me just go right ahead and say this thing is a doozy, but then again, it's The Gamer. Did you expect anything different from them? Yeah. I wouldn't expect anything more than this from them, because this is typical. So it's from 29th, so it's a little bit on the old side. But in my defense, I only found it now, and apparently most of the people where I shared this weren't aware of this mess. But anyway, unfortunately, players are whitewashing certain Clair Obscur Expedition 33 characters. Well, now, this is interesting, because I do remember them being okay with race swapping other characters from other games. It doesn't feel like that. I'm pretty sure it does, doesn't it? But anyway, let's continue here. However, much like those who felt the need to make Monster Hunter Wilds Alma, quote, more attractive, there is a section of the Clair Obscur audience who can't leave characters alone, with one new mod whitewashing one of the Expedition 33 party members. Can't leave a character alone. That's odd. I mean, it feels something like this, doesn't it? I mean, it's Baldur's Gate 3, of course. But, leaving the characters well alone? Yeah, I don't remember having an article complaining about this on The Gamer. It feels very odd. I mean, there is another one who is slightly more, explicit, so I cannot show it on screen, but it does feel a little bit telling, isn't it? It seems to be contradictory to the actions of the gamer, the comments, and everything else. Yeah. It's called weaponizing, hypocrisy, as in, where the left absolutely loves hypocrisy and they use it without having a single bug in their brain. Okay, this is contradictory. No, they're completely immune to that. For me, having a contradictory statement or position is very troubling and bugs me to no end, so I try not to have them. But for these people, they are completely fine. I wonder if they are self-aware. If they can't find a contradiction to their statements. Oh well. Ciel is the fourth member of the Expedition 33 team you meet in Clair Obscur. Following Gustav, Mael, and Loon, she's an olive skin teacher. Oh shit, I forgot to share this. Olive skin? I don't recall her ever being olive skin. She's slightly tanned. I mean, very ever so slightly. To make a point, I'm gonna go right ahead and make the point right now. This is the actual picture from the mod itself. As you can see, the change. The original on the left, on the modification on the right. You can see that the change is barely noticeable, so I don't think it's called olive skinned. And to be honest, it feels more like a tan after you spent a little bit too long under the sun. Possibly people from southern France, Spain, Portugal, Italy as well, especially Malta, Sicily, and things like that. So I don't see that as an issue. So what's the problem there, buddy? But before I continue, here's something epic, which I can guarantee to you is, well, free of wokeness.
is a night. We are born of sin and crime. We are repentance personified. We are immortal. We are legend. We are God's wrath made manifest. And we know no fear.
I'm back, baby, yeah. Right, so, here we go again with this mess. Anyway, continuing. Who has a great love for his students and a strong hatred for the paintress. Given the situation, CL can enjoy a laugh, but for some reason... Yeah, sit down on this one, this is a doozy. Players have taken offense to the color of her skin. In not even a single moment on the internet I have ever seen a single comment against the color of her tan skin. Not even a tiny little bit. In fact, she kind of looks way more like the actress who does the French voiceover than anything else. And not even the comments on the mod itself even shows that. The only people who actually got upset are the people against the mod. Well, basically, like the gamer. But then again, it's a games journalist. Games journalists are not good for anything. Not even to flip burgers. I would say whenever they end up closing their websites and losing their jobs, they should go and learn to code. But, well, as we have learned, they are incapable of learning anything else, especially because they do not understand the concept of hypocrisy and contradictions, which is something that you require to know when you start programming. So, since they do not understand that concept, they cannot do that specific job. And more so, I'll say, well, go learn how to flip burgers, because that's the only thing you're good at. Well, as it turns out, they can't even flip burgers, because more often than not, these people are incapable of cooking, and they either use microwave food, which is basically non-existent in the shithole I live in, or they order online or by phone. You know, that's basically it. Yeah. Games journalist. One of the most useless professions as of late. They definitely have ruined it. I remember back in the day when games journalist was actually something that you actually had some respect for. I remember back in 2005, 7, the games journalist would write the stuff and talk about the game, show the issues, etc. But then I remember when Resident Evil 5, I believe, was released, and they started to parrot some pre-wokeness ideas, and that's when I started, okay, maybe these people are not that normal. Okay, but it's just one slip up. It's not going to get any worse than this, is it? How wrong I was! Anyway, continuing. A new mod on Nexus Mod, which has already garnered 1,000 downloads, is called CL Untanned, lighter skin, and makes the character's body texture less tan. It's another example of the wholly unnecessary mod altering a team's artistic vision for their character. Well now, once again, it comes back to this. Should I mention this? Hypocrisy, is this okay? The Black Henry? Because this feels like, well, a wholly unnecessary mod that alters the vision of the artistic team, isn't it? Because that feels very much like that, or this, or, well, something like this as well. From Wargamer, modder makes all Baldur's Gate 3 companions black. Any complaints about that? Or is it one of those things that only goes one way? It's also called hypocrisy and all of that stuff. Oh yeah, wait, weaponized hypocrisy. Typical leftist tactic. Right, let's continue. While the mod has seen a hefty number of downloads, it's not being received well by all. Of course not. The triggered left does not accept not contradictions, they do not accept attacks against their ideology. So they are completely fine if they made her black and they'll go, yes, queens! And go completely insane over that. But with this, they get... oh, God. Stupid mosquito. I think I'm gonna become dinner for this piece of shit eventually. I need to kill it. Anyway, with some comments calling out its creator, the callouts have gotten so bad that they've added a comment. Fuck me. Upload saying, "You love tan girls, I get it. No need to shout it here." Seemingly oblivious to the actual harm the mod does. Ah, okay, so the other mods that I quoted does no harm either. Okay. And then, yes, I actually had to search what is Yassify, as you are actually checking down below. Here what it says. But while some comments have called the creators out, others have leaned fully into their racial implications, calling it base and asking for a version where the character has blonde hair and blue eyes. She already has very light eye color, so... There are also calls to yassify the characters more, with players asking for the modder to remove her freckles and the scar across her nose, all of which are defining features of CL. One day players will just accept that all characters are designed with a vision in mind. One day players will accept that the characters were designed with a specific vision in mind. One day players are going to accept that the characters were designed with a specific vision in mind. Right. One day players are going to accept that the characters were designed with a specific vision in mind. Right? Yeah. These people are so full of contradictions. That is just absurd. It's your game. It's the character. You're playing it yourself. Mod it as much as you goddamn want. Just don't get all sassy and start asking other people to censor based on the content of the mod because they disagree with their opinions. Jesus Christ. The only thing I'll be okay is if it's, I don't know, wanting genocide or attacking somebody or something like that. But beyond that, mod ahead. Well, on that miserable and ever cheery bye.